Hello, For Life family, and welcome to this webinar today. This webinar, we're going to cover the For Life Life Rewards Plan, compensation plan section. And my name is Ross Terry, and I'm the Director of Customer Service and Training at For Life. And I'm really excited to be able to present this content to you guys. For Life has one of the best compensation plans in the industry. And I just want to go ahead and dive right into this training with you today. I always like to start off talking a little bit about our For Life terminology just to get you guys familiar with the terms that we're going to be using throughout the compensation plan training. So let's get started with that. First, we want to identify what are the different customer account types that we have within For Life. The very first one I'm going to talk about is a legacy customer. So legacy customer is a term that we're going to be using now starting October 1st of 2018. This would be anybody who has an existing customer account with For Life. And the benefits that come with the legacy customer account are not going to change. So anybody who's had an account with For Life as a customer will still be able to have access to the wholesale price and participate in the loyalty program benefits. The other way that somebody can be a customer for Life is actually ordering through you as a distributor. So they can use your My4Life website and do My4Life customer orders. Now, this doesn't require them to actually set up an account, but they can still get access to wholesale pricing through your My4Life website. So this is a really awesome tool, and it gives you the advantage to have the absolute best price available to offer to your customers. The other option is the preferred customer option, and this is actually going to be the only way that people can create new accounts after the 1st of October 2018. And the benefits that come with the preferred customer account are they will get access to wholesale pricing. They can also participate in the loyalty program, and they also will get access to instant discounts. And I'll talk a little bit about what instant discounts are throughout this training and give an example of what those payouts will look like. All right, some additional terminology. The probably first and foremost and the most important one is actually Life Point, or LP. So every For Life product, excluding distributor incentives and tools, is assigned a Life Point or LP value, and we use that to calculate distributor commissions. Because For Life is an international company, we have offices in 24 different countries and do business in 70 more countries. It's important for us to have something that we can kind of use as a universal currency to calculate your commissions. And so you'll see LP used a lot throughout this training. The next term I want to talk about is principal volume, or PV. So principal volume is going to be the total LP from product purchases, from everything that you purchase for yourself to consume or sell for a retail profit, and then also products that are purchased by customers on your personal My4Life account. Also, legacy customer orders would be included in this principal volume. Let's look at an example of that. So here's you and your customers, either My4Life customers or legacy customers. Any LP that's done by them and you, all is going to accumulate to be your principal volume or your PV. So in this month, if this was you, you would have 410 PV. The next term is rapid reward. So rapid reward is a bonus that is paid on the LP total from legacy customers, preferred customers' very first orders, and then also My4Life orders done on your My4Life website. And these are paid the very next day. And we'll give an example later on about how does that payout work as well. The next one is instant discount, and this is a new term. Instant discount is a 25% instant discount at checkout on all your personal orders over 100 LP. So if you did an order for 200 LP in 1 month, on that extra 100 LP, you'd actually receive a 25% instant discount at checkout. Again, we'll give an example of this later on. I wanted to talk a little bit about Leader for Life. For those of you who have been with For Life for a while, you may be wondering, well, what's going to happen with Leader for Life? Basically, anyone who is a distributor who is previously enrolled at the Leader for Life position prior to October 1st of 2018 and has at least one member in their downline organization, we're going to grandfather you in at the builder rank. And so you'll continue to enjoy the benefits as long as you meet that 100 PV requirement. We talked already about the preferred customers. So again, anybody that wants to enjoy membership with For Life and get these benefits after October 1st, they would need to enroll as a preferred customer. The next term I want to talk about is frontline. So this is actually going to refer to anybody that is a preferred customer or distributor that is actually on your very first level. So this is level 1 people. The next term is team volume. So team volume is going to be the principal volume for you and also the LP of all your frontline distributors and preferred customers. So I'll throw some numbers up here as an example. Here's all your My4Life customers, the orders that they're doing, your personal order, and then the orders that were done by everybody that's on your front line. All of those combined equals your team volume. And so that's calculated every single month. And we use that team volume to determine qualification for the builder bonus. Let's look a little bit at some organizational terminology now. So I want to talk about sponsors and enrollers. So sponsor is going to be the person that is immediately above you in your upline organization. They may also be your enroller. And then the enroller is the person that actually introduced you to 4Life, and they may also be your sponsor. But it's not necessarily always the same person, and we'll give some examples of what that looks like in just a second here. So upline refers to everybody that is above you in your organization. Frontline we talked about, so these are all people that are on your first level. So an example of where an enroller and sponsor might be a different person. So anybody that's on your front line, you will be their sponsor. But let's say that your immediate sponsor actually enrolled somebody and placed them on your front line, you would be their sponsor and he would be their enroller. So that's an example of how they can actually be a different person. And the way that benefits them is we'll talk about enroller requirements when we talk about rank qualification, but that would help them meet their enroller requirement. But it also gives you an additional person on your front line that adds to your team volume and your 3-level volume. So let's talk about your downline organization. So a downline is going to refer to anybody who runs directly below you in your organization. A leg is basically a part of your downline that starts at a distributor that's sponsored by you and continues below that distributor. And this term is important to know and understand how it works when we talk about some of the higher ranks that you'll be wanting to achieve. 3-level volume is going to be your principal volume and the combined principal volume of all the distributors and preferred customers in your first 3 levels. So you, any customers that you would have had over here doing orders, plus all these 3 levels of distributors or preferred customers and their customer volume is all going to go towards your 3-level volume. This is also important to understand when talking about rank qualifications. Next, we have organizational volume, and this is just going to be all the LP of all those people that we mentioned before that exist in your downline organization. It's very, very important when talking about some of those higher rank qualifications. Awesome. So now that we've covered some of the terminology, I think you guys are ready to dive into the compensation plan. So let's go ahead and get started with that. 4Life has experienced growth every year that it's been in business, and we've actually paid over $1.8 billion in commissions to our distributors worldwide over the last 20 years, which is amazing. And every single month, actually, 4Life pays commissions to distributors on tens of millions of LP worldwide. And these payouts are based at the rank at which each individual qualifies. So how your downline organization is structured is really going to determine the way that you're paid. So really understanding what's required to achieve each rank in the Life Rewards Plan is going to be a vital step in setting goals for growth for your business, and it will provide you a basic guide on how to structure your downline. So let's look really briefly at our distributor ranks and the requirements that we have to qualify and the eligible commissions that they have. So we actually have 7 different ranks in the Life Rewards Plan, and each rank is designed to give you good gradual growth goals and rewards. So let's go ahead and look at what it takes to qualify for each one of those ranks. The very first rank is associate. And the way to qualify for the associate rank is to make sure that you have at least 100 PV and that you at least personally enroll one distributor or preferred customer that also has 100 PV. So every single month that you do this, you'll qualify at the associate rank. The next rank is the builder rank. The builder rank also has a monthly principal volume requirement of 100 LP. And then there's this jump from 1 to 3 personal enrolled distributors. And each one of them has to do 100 PV a month. So for the associate and builder rank, these people have to be on your front line. The next rank is the diamond rank. Again, 100 PV. Then you need to double the amount of personal enrollees, half of these personal enrollees have to be on your front line. The other 3 can be somewhere else in your downline organization. And this is the very first rank where we have a 3-level volume requirement, and that's 3,000 LP in those first 3 levels. The next rank is Presidential Diamond. You're gonna have to recruit a couple more people as personal enrollees. Again, half of them have to be on your front line. The 3-level volume more than triples. It goes up to 10,000 LP. And then this is the very first rank where we have leg requirements. So you will need to have 2 distributors in your downline organization that are in separate legs that are achieving the rank of diamond during that month to qualify. The next rank is International Diamond. Again, 100 PV. We want you to recruit a couple more people. Half of them need to be on your front line. Then the 3-level volume doubles to 20,000. And you need to have 2 presidential diamonds in separate legs in your downline organization. The next rank is Gold International Diamond. Again, 100 monthly PV. It goes from 10 to 12 personal enrollees, half of them being on your front line. The 3-level volume actually stays the same for this rank, but you'll notice here that there's a jump from 2 presidential diamonds to 3 international diamonds. So not only do these 2 people need a rank advance, but you'll need an additional person with a large organization in order to qualify. So you'll need 3 international diamonds. So one thing that I always talk to diamonds early on is to make sure that they really are establishing that they have at least 3 very strong leaders that are going to build organizations, because you're going to need 2 of them at least for these first 2 ranks after diamond. But by the time you get to gold, you're going to need a 3rd one. So start developing those 3 really strong leaders early on so that jumping from 2 to 3 doesn't become a choking point for you. Also, Gold International Diamond is the very first rank where we have a monthly organizational volume requirement, and that is 250,000 LP in organizational volume for that month to qualify. The next rank is Platinum International Diamond. The first 3 qualifications stay the same as Gold, and then that third, this leg requirement of having 3 international diamonds, all 3 of those international diamonds, you're going to want to have rank advance to Gold International Diamonds in order to qualify, and then you need to quadruple your organizational volume to 1 million LP. All right, so now that we have a good understanding of what specific qualifications we need to do in order to qualify for the ranks, I want to talk about how you can get access to the commissions for each one of these ranks, and how many, what are the percentages that pay to each one of these. So 4Life actually has something that's really amazing in our compensation plan, and that's infinity payout. And so with a lot of these ranks, you have access to commissions with infinite depth. So the first step to understanding how those infinite commissions are possible is to learn each percentage payout for each rank, and then look and keep in mind that as we go throughout this training, we're always going to be looking at the very first 100 LP that is paid out at each one of these ranks, because that's what we use to determine which percentage each one of these levels or generations is going to be paid out in your downline organization. So let's look back at the very first rank. We're talking about the associate rank. So they're going to qualify for 2 different levels worth of commissions. The first level being paid 2%, and then 25% on orders that are being done on their second level. The builder rank qualifies for 3 different percentages, 2, 25, and then 5% on that third level. The diamond rank qualifies for 4 percentages, 2, 25, 5, and then 6 for that 4th percentage. And you'll notice that we changed the name from level to generation here, and I'll give a little bit of background on what that means a little bit later on as we talk about infinity payout. The next rank is Presidential Diamond, and right here on that 4th generation, you'll notice that it doubles. It goes from 6 to 12. So they're getting twice as much on that 4th generation. And then on top of that, we add 2 more percentages that we're paying out at 3% each. The next rank is International Diamond. Everything stays the same except for we add a couple more levels here. We're paying 2 more percentages at 2% each. And then Gold International Diamond and Platinum International Diamond each qualify for 10 percentages, and we're adding 2 more percentages at 2% each. So everything that's within this gray box, all of those percentages qualify to be paid out with our infinity payout. So I'll get into a really good in-depth explanation and example of how does infinity payout work later on in this webinar. So as I mentioned before, the generational bonus is paying on that first 100 LP or PV of distributors in your downline organization. So we do actually have some additional rewards and nuances to the Life Rewards plan that are modeled after that generational bonus with slightly different payouts that involve these following categories. So customer orders and retail customer orders going through your My4Life account, instant discounts, the rapid rewards, compression, roll-up, and infinity payout change slightly the way that these payouts can look and the percentages can be in your downline organization. But I'll give good visual examples of how does each one of those look. So first, let's talk about these customer orders. So 4Life actually dedicates 64% of all LP purchase towards distributor commissions, but 58% of it is what we're going to use towards the generational bonus payouts. So 58% of all LP associated with product purchases is paid to you as a distributor and your upline on all your customer orders through the generational and rapid rewards bonuses. So below, I'm going to show an example of how those percentages are paid to you as a distributor, assuming that you will qualify for all 10 percentages. So here we have you and some customers that are ordering on your My4Life website or that are legacy customers, right? You're going to get 25% on all of their product purchases as long as you've met your 100 PV requirement for that month. So unlike the generational bonus, those first two percentages are actually switched with customer orders. So if you remember to the previous slide where we showed that, associates, well, all the ranks get 2% on their very first level and then 25% on their second level. For these customer orders, we actually flip it. So we gave the 25%, which is the highest percentage payout in the compensation plan, as that payout for those customer orders. And as your downline organization grows and fills with customers, you're actually going to receive commissions on their orders as well. And they pay out in the following order. So if you have a distributor that's on your first level, for example, and they have customers that are doing orders, they're going to get 25% of their customers and you're going to get 2% of their customer orders, right? And so on and so forth. So in all these examples, we're going to assume that somebody is a gold, international, diamond, or above, and they qualify for all 10 percentages, just to show you that, hey, we are actually paying all 58% on every single LP. So for example's sake, we'll say, hey, this person down here that is a distributor on your third level that has customers, you're going to get 12% of the orders done by their customers, for example. All right, let's talk about the instant discounts. So generational bonuses are paid on that first 100 LP of products that are purchased by you and your downline organization, right? And also keep in mind that a lot of people purchase more than 100 LP, right? We've got amazing benefits through the loyalty program that kick in at 125 LP. And so you'll see this very often as in your personal orders and also in the orders of members of your downline organization. So those instant discounts are going to be given on all that personal volume that's over 100 LP. So let's look at an example of that. So let's say that you do 250 LP in 1 month. You're going to actually get a 25% discount on the product purchases associated with that 150 excess LP at the time of checkout. So while the payment of the first 100 LP goes towards a generational bonus of your upline, you won't see anything from that, but you definitely will see a 25% instant discount at checkout on that 150 excess LP. You're also going to get paid on the excess LP of distributors and preferred customers in your downline organization. And this is how those percentages work, right? Again, we see kind of a flipping of that 2 and 25% where you're occupying that 25% as your instant discount. So that wouldn't be paid out to your upline organization. The same applies to your downline organization. So let's look again at this person on your third level, for example. Say that they do an order of 200 LP. You're going to receive, because they're on your third level, you would actually get 5% here of their first 100 LP. But on their excess LP, because they're occupying 25% here, we would then work backwards with those percentages. So let's actually do that together. So if they're taking 25% of their excess LP, the next level up is going to get 2%. The next level up after that gets 5%. The next level up after that is going to get that fourth percentage, which would now be either 6% if they're a diamond or 12% if they're a presidential diamond or above. And so that's why we see a 12 here, even though they're on that third level. That's the fourth percentage that's being paid out because they're occupying one of those percentages. Next, let's talk about Rapid Rewards. So as we mentioned in the terminology section, Rapid Rewards pays a 25% commission on all your My4Life customer orders, legacy customer orders, and the very first LP order of every new preferred customer that you personally enroll. So Rapid Rewards is paid that very next day if you qualify as an associate or above. So let's look at a quick example of how that would work. So say that somebody goes and does an order on your My4Life website, and it's a My4Life customer order. They buy, a bottle of Pro-TF, that's 50 LP, and then they also buy a bottle of Transfer Factor Plus for another 50 LP. The very next day, you are going to receive a commission for $25 as long as you've already met your 100 PV requirement for qualifying that month. And then again, looking at an example of a preferred customer's first order, say you enroll somebody as a preferred customer, their very first order, they do a 400 LP order, you're going to get 25% of that, which would be $100, and that's going to be paid out to you the very next day. All right, the next terms that I want to talk about and the kind of nuances would be compression and roll up. So when distributors in your downline organization don't place an order for a particular month, basically what we do is we skip them when we're calculating our commissions. So 4Life's compensation plan payout is always going to pay all 58 percentages or 58%, right? So what we do is we basically will pretend that somebody does not exist that didn't do an order for that month, and then go look for the next person in that upline organization that qualifies to receive a commission and make sure that we're paying out those percentages. So one thing to keep in mind is that LP that's going to move from your 4th generation to your 3rd level is not going to count towards 3-level volume qualification requirements in these instances. And compression is when somebody doesn't do one for 1 month, but when somebody actually permanently cancels his or her 4Life account, all members of that downline organization of yours will basically move up 1 spot permanently in your structure. And then you'll be paid all the percentages at your qualifying rank, and all the percentages will be paid all the way up through your upline organization as well. So let's look at an example of exactly what does that mean. And I'm a very visual learner, and that's why I put like pictures to all these things, because it really is like a lot to take in if you're just reading it. So here's you, and let's give you a downline organization for example's sake. So let's say that somebody on your 2nd level in 1 month does not do LP, right? And a lot of other compensation plans, the percentages are attached to levels. Well, 4Life isn't that way. We don't attach percentages to levels. Once you reach and qualify for a certain rank, like I mentioned, those percentages are guaranteed to be paid out to you. So if this person is a international, or let's say that the presidential diamond in this example, they're guaranteed to get their 6 percentages. So we're not going to deny them that just because somebody on the 2nd level didn't do LP. We wouldn't say, oh, I'm sorry, that's the percentage, that's the spot where we paid 25%. They didn't do an order, so you don't get that 25% payout in your structure this month. No, basically what we do is we just pretend they don't exist during that month when we're calculating the bonus, and we will shift all those percentages down a spot where there is LP existing in your organization. So now all of a sudden your 3rd level is getting paid out at that 2nd level percentage, your 4th level is getting paid out at that 3rd level percentage, and so on and so forth. Okay. So the important thing to remember, again, like I said, is that LP that moves from your 4th generation to your 3rd level is not going to count towards 3-level volume when compression is involved. So before, where this person was doing 500 LP and they're actually on your 4th level, that 500 LP is not going to accumulate into your 3-level volume to help you qualify for your 3-level volume requirement at the rank in which you want to qualify. All right. Now for our final topic today, Infinity Payout. Infinity Payout is the best part of the Life Rewards compensation plan, and probably one of the more difficult concepts to understand. So I've got lots of visual aids here to help you guys understand this concept so that you can use this as a tool to really sell the compensation plan to people that are wanting to do this as a business, and so that you have a better in-depth understanding of how are your payouts being calculated. So as you build your 4Life business and share products, you should continuously work to achieve higher ranks. And remember that your monthly commission is based on your organizational volume of your downline distributors, and how and where those people are. So as you move up to the next rank, you're going to be able to enjoy greater earning potentials. the power of For Life's Infinity Payout is its ability to pay multiple levels for each generation. So beginning at that diamond rank, remember that previous graph where I highlighted everything in that gray infinity symbol, that's where all these infinity payouts begin. So the payout for each generation can continue for an infinite number of levels until reaching a distributor of like or higher rank in your downline organization. And once it does, at that time, basically you begin receiving the payout for that next generation earned if you have multiple percentages that are paying out infinity payout. So to better understand this concept, let's look at how a distributor who has achieved the rank of diamond can benefit from infinity payout. So I don't want anybody to think, oh, well, yeah, diamonds, they have 1% and it's not like this huge benefit. Well, it actually is. It can be very powerful, and I want to show that in this example so that you can get excited about it early on in your experience with For Life, or get people excited about experiencing this early on in their experience with For Life. So we're going to follow the payout percentages down just one leg of this diamond's downline organization. And remember, in order to be a diamond, you have to have 6 personally enrolled distributors, and at least 3 of them have to be on your front line. So a diamond would at least have 3 legs. But we're just going to look at one leg and how infinity payout works down just one leg. And then I promise I'll give an example of what it looks like to a typical diamond organization. So my very first question would be to you, so you can kind of understand how this chart is going to work. Well, what percentage would a diamond get paid on the first 100 LP of a builder on his or her first level? So here we have a diamond. What percentage are they going to get paid on the first 100 LP of a builder that's right here on their first level? If you said 2%, you're right. Great. So then what percentage would this builder get paid on the first 100 LP of a builder on their very first level? If you said 2%, again, you're right. Right. And then again, what percentage would this diamond get paid on the first 100 LP of a builder on his or her second level? If you said 25%, congratulations, that means you're paying attention earlier on when we were talking about the percentages and what order they pay out in. So good job. Let's continue with the example. So now that you can kind of see how this chart is building out, what percentage would a builder get paid on a diamond on their first level? 2%. So one cool thing that I want to point out here is that just because somebody outranks you in your downline organization doesn't mean that you're not going to get paid commissions on their volume. As a builder, they're guaranteed to get those 3 percentages. So it doesn't matter if a diamond is in one of their percentage spots. They're still going to get paid on that LP. So what percentage would a builder get paid on a diamond on their second level? 25%. And then a diamond get paid on a diamond on their third level? 5%. Good. Hopefully everybody's following along with how this is building out and that you're just saying these out loud. Don't scare your neighbor if you're at work or whatever. But let's see here. What would a diamond get paid on a presidential in their downline organization if they're on the first level? 2%, right? So then builder on a presidential would be 25. This builder again on a presidential 5, and then diamond on the presidential would be a 6. Okay, so everything is looking good, exactly how I showed in the previous example of all the ranks of which percentages they get paid. So diamond, we said, okay, they get paid 4 percentages. These first 3 would be the levels, and this is the very first generation. So if we go from the top down, which is how most people look at their downline organization, is from where they are down, right? So 2, 25, 5, and 6. So what I like to teach people is actually, if you really want to understand why you got paid, what you got paid from somebody, is start from the bottom up, right? Because that's how those percentages are actually being paid. And you'll see how that's helpful in just a minute as we build this graph out a little bit more. But if you look here and you say, okay, this presidential diamond did 100 LP, how is For Life going to pay out that first 100 LP of this presidential diamond? All right, well, we're first going to go up to his immediate upline and see if they qualify to receive a percentage. Yeah, and the diamond does. So we give them that first percentage, and then 25, and then 5, and then 6, and we'll continue on, right? And so if you start from the bottom where the LP originated and work your way up, you're going to have much more success in understanding why was I paid the percentage that I was paid on the LP that was done by this person. So let's add some more people to this chart. So a presidential diamond getting paid on a diamond on the first is going to get 2%. A diamond on a diamond on the second is 25. Builder on a diamond, which is on their third, they're going to get 5. So now what percentage would this builder get paid on a diamond that's on their fourth level? If you said 0, you're right, and you've been paying great attention. Right? A builder only qualifies to receive those first 3 percentages. So if we're starting where the LP originates, right here, this person did 100 LP, and we're going to pay all 10 percentages that equal 58%. We're at 1, 2, 3 percentages, right? The next percentage to be paid out is the fourth percentage. Does a builder qualify to receive that fourth percentage? They don't, unfortunately. So this is where their commission payouts are going to end based on their rank and their downline organization. So now that we understand that concept, let's look at the diamond. So what percentage of this diamond get paid on this diamond? So if you said 0, rewind it a little bit and look at those percentages in the way that I described them again, because the answer is actually 6%. And this is an example of infinity payout. So remember, we're working from the origination of the LP. Where was the order done, and how is 4Life going to pay the percentages on that order, right? So we've paid 1, 2, 3 percentages. We determined that a builder doesn't qualify for a fourth percentage, but a diamond does qualify for the fourth percentage. So we haven't paid the fourth percentage yet on this person's LP. So we're going to look in the upline until we find somebody that qualifies for that fourth percentage at infinity payout, and this diamond does. So we're going to give that to them. Let's build this out a little bit more. Now we have another builder here. Okay, this builder, again, they're not going to get paid because they've already been paid. We've paid 3 percentages here from that builder that did the 100 LP. Also, this builder won't get paid it. So we're looking to pay out that fourth percentage. So how much is this diamond going to get paid on a builder over here? If you said 6%, congratulations, you're right. This is, again, another example of infinity payout. And like I said before, we're just looking straight down one leg. So it's really awesome. All right, so let's continue with this example. I want to talk a little bit about a couple other nuances even to the infinity payout, and I'm going to give you a visual example of that. So here I'm kind of building it out a little bit quicker. So what percentage would a diamond get paid on a builder over here that's on their fourth level? So if you said 6%, congratulations, you're right? So here's where the LP originated. 1, 2, 3, 4 percentages were great, okay? So what would these builders get? They're not going to get anything. Well, what would this diamond get? If you said nothing, you're right. And this is the very first example of blockage in this diamond's downline organization going straight down this leg. And the reason why is because, again, we're paying the percentages that a distributor in the upline organization qualifies for. So we've already paid 1, 2, 3, 4 percentages of their LP. So the next percentage that we're going to be looking to pay is that fifth percentage. A diamond doesn't qualify to get paid that fifth percentage. So we're going to be looking for a presidential diamond or above. That would be above this diamond. And I didn't make the chart go all the way up there, but we'll go find somebody who's a presidential diamond or above in that chart and pay it out. So I do have some space down here. So why don't we just go ahead and give an example of how that would look. So what percentage would a presidential diamond get paid on a builder that's on their fourth level? If you said 6%, you were close. But remember that when we were looking at the percentage payouts, actually when it goes from a diamond to a presidential diamond on that fourth generation, it doubles. So the presidential diamond is going to get 12% from a builder or from anybody that's on their fourth level for their first 100 LP. So what would this diamond get on this builder's 100 LP? If you said 0, congratulations, you're doing a great job, and I'm an awesome teacher. I'm just kidding. But yeah, we've already paid 4 percentages, so we're going to look for the next person in the upline organization that qualifies to receive that fifth percentage payout, right? So let's look at an example of one of the nuances to the 4Life infinity payout benefit. So what percentage would this diamond get paid on a builder that's on their fourth level? 6%, right? So then what percentage would this presidential diamond get paid on a builder that's on their fifth level? If you said 3, that means you did a great job memorizing the percentages and the payouts, and you didn't, that's not your fault because you didn't know about this concept, but they're actually going to get 6%, which is double what they would be expecting, right? And the reason why is because when 6% is paid to a diamond on their fourth generation, 4Life's going to pay that leftover 6% to that fourth generation payout to the very first qualified presidential diamond in the upline. And we call this infinity pass-through. So I told you that 4Life is always going to dedicate 64% towards the commissions of distributors on every single LP that is associated with product purchases. So, and 58% of that goes into these payouts that we've been talking about today. So if we only paid 6% here and then just kept that other 6% and jumped over to the 3%, then we'd be taking 6% out of the compensation plan. But we don't do that, right? We don't keep that money. We keep that payout in the comp plan, and we find somebody who qualifies for that next percentage and we give it to them, right? So that's called Infinity Pass-Through, and that's just another thing that makes 4Life's compensation plan so awesome, is that we're not looking for opportunities to take money out of the comp plan, but to keep money in the comp plan and give it to you guys who are doing all the hard work and creating these sales. So like I mentioned in that previous example, we showed how a diamond can be paid all the way to their 6th level thanks to Infinity Payout. And I promised you that I would give you an example of what this looks like for a typical diamond organization, right? If you're having to have 3,000 3-level volume, you're going to have more than just one leg with, some people going straight down. So this example over here on the left is actually showing how a diamond is paid as many as 10 levels deep in some legs. In other legs, this diamond encounters blockage after the 4th level. So you look over here, as long as they don't have a diamond between them and the bottom of their organization, they're going to scoop up that Infinity Payout as many times as they have depth, right? But in other parts of their organization where this person's a presidential diamond or they have diamonds below them in their organization, they're going to see some blockage a little bit earlier on. So depending on your downline structure in each leg, your payout once you reach the diamond rank can extend to infinite levels or as deep as your organization goes. And we use that method for calculating bonuses on every single one of your legs every month. So let's zoom in a little bit here so you can get a little bit better look at that. So again, like I said, nobody here to block, right? And so it's going to go as deep as the organization goes. But over here where you have a presidential diamond or diamonds in these downline organizations, they're going to experience some blockage a little bit earlier on, but that's not the end of the world. You're getting Infinity Payout in a lot of your organization. And as you rank advance in the compensation plan, you're actually going to be able to unlock new generational payouts. So watch what happens when this diamond actually advances to presidential diamond. So let's switch them out, make them presidential diamond. What's going to happen to all these 6 percentages? You said they're going to 12. You've been paying great attention. Awesome job. So all those 6s are going to turn to 12s. And then what's going to happen to these areas where they were getting blocked because they had diamonds and presidential diamonds in their downline organization? They're actually going to get access now to those levels because not only are they switching that 4th generation from a 6 to a 12%, but they're getting paid 2 more percentages with Infinity Payout. So what that actually does to the organization, and let's zoom in again so you can kind of understand and get a better look at this, is that over here before where they were blocked at that 4th level because they had a presidential diamond, okay, well, great. Yeah, all the way down to the 4th level, they're getting that 12%. But now that this presidential diamond is occupying 12% here, we're going to look for that next percentage that needs to be paid, which a presidential diamond gets 2 percentages paid at 3%. So we're going to pay him 3% there. And then we're going to pay another 3% here, right? So that's them just getting their guaranteed 6 percentages. But look how many times it pays Infinity Payout, because now he's getting one of those. He's either getting 12 on these ones, depending on if there's a diamond down here or not, or 6. And then he's going to get 3. And then the Infinity Payout 3 is going to go up to this presidential diamond. So if that didn't make a whole lot of sense, just go back and watch this one more time. And when you get to this point, you'll be like, oh yeah, that clicks, because it does take a few times to really let all this information settle in and get a great understanding of how the 4Life compensation plan works and how exactly does Infinity Payout work. But hopefully this has been useful for you all. Watch it as many times as you can. Get as comfortable as you can with this content and this material, because it really is a powerful recruiting tool. And also really great information for you to be able to understand exactly how your payouts work. Look forward for additional training on that we'll be doing via webinars. Also make sure that you have been diving deep into the content that we have on the 4Life University, and make sure that you're also familiar with all the content that we have on the 4Life Connect app, and use those as tools in increasing your knowledge and building your business. Thanks again for joining me, everybody. Congratulations on joining 4Life, and wish you all the best success.